Check, yo. I stand out on the track, something just like an accent. Messing with my people, a crew, will leave you past tense. More concerned with passion, compassion than all your cash spent. Cause flashing all that cash and these diamonds will leave you absent. This older brother told me something you got the throne. If your house is built of glass, reconsider throwing them stones. Change the focus, they can't see me, I'm in my zone. Michael Jackson on these bitches and niggas, cause you are not alone. Eating the tracks like it's that kimchi. Different form of art, but still it's nice like Da Vinci. I'ma shoot my shot like a basket sitting on 10 feet. Check the resume, everything I spit, nigga, been heat. Never scared to give out that work to all my challenges. Swearing you're the boss, I'm caring, cursing out managers. Pro level bars, nothing nice for these amateurs. Cleaning up the game, you can call me the janitor.
I turn a rock into a diamond. Work around the clock, put my time in. Look up to the sky, see me rising. It feels like a fire while I'm shining. My life stops to the top while I'm taking my flight. Think it is, but it's not. I'm still living my life. I turn a rock into a diamond. Work around the clock with the time.
Told them pass me the beat on the track with my
Class Grooves, what's up? Welcome.
Never finna fall, no, my bag too deep. I'm past the feet, up next, be the last to leave. I mean, I'm really out here killing shit. Tell me you ain't feeling this. I've been going crazy, ain't no hating on my penmanship. Y'all niggas said
flows, like what the difference is.
I'm trying to go pro, whoa, so I've been switching and flipping and pinning and trying to pave out my own way. Know I got them all in all, the flow changed. I can't never stop, been hot through the whole day. Got me gassed up, been packing.
How's your day going, bro?
So you know we finna blow now. On my way to the A, leaving my hometown. Chasing dreams, I'm too deep, I can't fold now. Been skating past the competition like it's road bounce.
I turn a rock into a diamond. Work around the clock.
Kilo Eve, what's up, bro?
Look up to the sky, see me rising. It feels like a fire while I'm shining. My life stops to the top while I'm taking my flight.
Think it is, but it's not.
I'm still living my life. I
Turn the rock into a diamond.
work around the clock.
Put the time in. The rock into a diamond. Just bought a flute. That's what's up. I just got a bunch of.
Help your dog feel like they're.
We're not listening to this. F yo dog. F yo dog. I just ordered a bunch of little instruments and stuff. I got another video coming for y'all. I got like well, I got it from Temu, but I got like some drums. I got an ocarina or whatever, however you call that shit. A heart. That video is gonna be dope. What's up, Atmosphere? What's up, Atmosphere? He says synthwave only tonight. We'll see. I'm sure there's gonna be some hip hop up in here. Nicholas Trujillo, what's good? Welcome. Welcome. It's hump day. Did y'all start y'all's week off good? What y'all get into so far this week? That was kind of, I mean, it be like that sometimes though. Sometimes it be like, it'll be like an indie day where I'll get a whole bunch of indie songs in, or just a whole bunch of trap, or a bunch of synthwave. I mean, it just be like that sometimes. It just is what it is. Dub, what's up, my guy? Sir Zachariah Gator, what's up with you? Your Broncos trying to make the playoffs, I see. They out here fighting for their lives. Oh, you got a second job? I gotta talk to you. I ain't talked to you in a week. I didn't know you got another one. Yeah, I already know, man. Easy money on the track. What's good, bro? All right, I got some tracks in. All right, so let's go. We've got some tracks in. We'll start off with Kilo Eve, Made by Request. Let's go. Kilo Eve, I can only probably play about 3 minutes of this, bro. I might skip by a little bit though to hear different sections, but I can't play the whole 80 minutes. Larry Belafonte, what's good? Gary Smith, what's good, brother? Welcome. Appreciate you as always. Banta is into the building. Not to be confused with Fanta. What's up, W man? My cousin is Mylanta though. And he's from Atlanta, huh? I feel like I'm in a computer glitch right now. What's good on Wonder Art? I just want to hear the different transitions. Like I said, it's 7-minute track. I mean, I like the track, super glitchy. I do wish, see, here's the hard part about critiquing like a beat like this for me, is because this isn't necessarily the genre in which I feel comfortable. I mean, I'm not gonna make a beat like this, not to insult it or nothing like that. It's just outside of my genre, or outside of the kind of music I make. So sometimes I feel like the critiques that I give may or may not be pertinent to the style. But just as the listener, I guess, is listening to it, I would have liked to hear the low end be a little more thicker, because as you're listening to like the beat here at the beginning, like as you're listening to the verse, it sounds like it's missing something. Maybe not the verse, maybe like right here. Like it feels like it's missing something, and to me what it feels like it's missing is a little more bass. It just makes the mix sound a little bit thin. Like all the instruments and all the glitching and all that stuff sounds crisp, but it just feels like it's missing something in order to just thicken up the mix. But again, that could just be me. Yeah, see, okay, so that's what I'm hearing, because I'm just saying it could be me. Maybe if that's the style or the genre it is that you make. Again, you know, sometimes some genres just don't have bass, or it's not the most in front. But that's kind of what I hear the most. I mean, I like all the little switch ups. Obviously, you do a great job of drops and switching up from different genres to genres in the middle of the beat, which is always an entertaining listen. When it gets right here, though, the shit gets really live. The mix could be just a little better, though, as all of the melodic pieces are kind of drowning out the drums. But again, that could be a genre-specific thing. I just don't know. So, but the beat sounds pretty fire to me. What's up, Ox? Oh, man, you got to put those video games away, man. Make some music. Music can't make itself. The only way you can make music is if you put them video games down and get back into your DAW. Let me say what's up to everybody. RK Bot, thank you for the super chat. I appreciate you for that, Brody. Old man Banta's cousins, Mylanta. Shorty from Atlanta. I already know. What's up, Creaxon? My guy. I know it's late as hell there. It's probably like, what, 2:30, 3:30 in the morning where you're at? Appreciate you hopping in. All right, up next, I got RK Bot. Get your gas mask with the super chat. Appreciate that. Hold me down, mastered. Hold me down, mastered. All right, let's go. Go ahead and get on YouTube so I can give you a like. I'm good, Brody. How are you? This beat goes hard as shit. I wish that bass was coming through a little further though. I like how you switched the chop there. Them snare rolls is going hard. Remember everything. I wish I could get some strings or something in here though. Like some high-pitched strings just following the chord progression. Yeah, that's what I agree, Banta. I said that a second ago. Why does that look like a thumb though? Hold on, if it comes back on, again, I'll show y'all. That looks like a hand. That shit looks creepy. That looks trippy. This beat's fire. I mean, I think that the chops were good. I like the drum pattern. The only thing that I would like with the drums is that I would like for the bass and the kick to be turned up a little bit, because it's like the kick is like the same volume as the snare, or maybe even a little lower than the snare. So I would probably make the kick, you know, the loudest drum instrument in the beat. I'd probably turn up that bass just a little bit so that it hits a little bit harder. And then I wish I could find like a string or something in here, like, you know, in different parts, if you could add like a string in there, just to build some tension and some suspense and to switch it up, because it's not that the beat is repetitive, but since you have the same drum loop going the whole time on the beat, and there's never a part where the drum loop switches, or really where the drum loop comes out for more than like a bar or half a bar, I would just do something different. I would probably leave spaces where I would leave parts in the beat where there are spaces from the drums. So I would like let the drums breathe for a little bit, since, you know, you're using a loop there. I would just cut the drums out for maybe 2 bars or something, and then bring them back in. And then, like, you know, maybe when you cut the bars out, when you cut the drums out, have the strings come in, then have the strings come in for like 8 bars, and then take those out. And then just little things like that can give the beat a little more variation, because the beat's fire. You got some great chops there. The drums are dope. Like I said, the snare roll is everything. The patterns are solid. It's just little things that make the beat go from being like a dope beat to like a fucking fire ass beat, you know? So, what's up, Rich Ave Pream? But the beat's fire. I'll give you,
I do say it's the shit. If I do say so myself. If I do say so myself. If I do say so myself.
Hold up. All right. Let me see here. Inbox. Next we got Rupin, Sam Bam. Thank you, ma'am. No, Sam Bis Sivam. He said this is for TV, so just comment on the mix. I comment on whatever I want to comment on, Ruben. But I'll keep in mind it's for TV. I feel like there's too much distortion on that kick 808 combo if it's for TV. The melody is hard though, and the groove's nice, but the mix. It's about to get super West Coast on me for a second. So for this, the mix is gonna need a little bit. Like, I feel like if it's gonna be for TV, the TV, typically you don't hear a lot of beats that are super distorted, like with the kick in the 808. So I feel like you need to get that combination fixed, whether it's because it's clipping or just because you distorted it a whole bunch. You don't really hear, they're gonna want more of a clean sound so that they can talk over it or whatever it is that they can do over it. So I would fix that. I feel like the melodic piece could use like a little bit of reverb, and you could probably turn it down just a tad. Like that dun 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 dun. I feel like it could use a little more reverb because it kind of sounds plain, and I would turn it down just a little bit because it's kind of sticking out. And then the same with those strings. Those strings need effects, so they need some like kind of reverb. Then you maybe a little bit of delay on them. but they just it sounds dry. I mean, if I feel like it does have a little bit of reverb on it, but it could probably use a little more because it just sounds kind of dry. Just overall balancing your melodic pieces with your drums. That's what I would focus on, and getting that distortion out of there is what I'd focus on. Because if it's for TV, they're gonna want it to be clean. David's Lion, thank you for the super chat as well, my boy. I appreciate that. Atmosphere, I got you on deck next. Wonder Harp, are you still in here? I gave you and somebody else who was in here. Maybe Steven Acosta's not in here. I gave y'all shout outs the other day. Thank you for the other super chat, Arcade Bot. I gave y'all shout outs on I did an interview or podcast, or whatever you want to call it, with the Top Music Attorney on her channel. I don't know when it's going to come out. I think she's going to break it down into like different episodes. So she might take the whole podcast and make it like 3 different episodes or whatever. I don't know what she's gonna do. God damn it. I forgot what your real name is, Atmosphere. Oh yeah, it's hold up. It's something Looper. Ryan Looper, but I don't have your track here. I don't have your tracking yet. You guys send me your track over. I don't got it yet. See? I just want you to see I don't got it. But as soon as you send it over, obviously you're the first person in queue. I'm just gonna keep rolling because I got a few more super chats. But as soon as you send that over to me, I got you. This ain't Jesse? Is this Jesse Smoke? No, I'm just playing. I ain't gonna murder you today. David's Lion, 30 minute. All right, I got you up. Let's go. Oh, my guy with the who is this? Black Panther? For your shit. Don't kill me. Wakanda forever. Why does it sound so low? Is it just me? It's too cold. What's good, Brody? N1Z4R, what's good? I feel like I'm reading somebody's damn license plate. That guitar is hard as shit. The mix is a little rough though. Those perks need to come down a little bit. They're a little bit loud. What's good, Nunu? Congrats on that certification, Tuco. KMX13 was good. So David's Lion, I feel like the overall feeling of the beat is nice, but the mix needs some work. Like I like all the melodic pieces that you have. So I like that little, I don't know if it's an ARP or whatever, that little noise that's going underneath. That's fire. The guitar is insane. I'm not sure if that's a sample or something. I like the 808 slides and everything. I like the drum patterns, but I feel like those perk sound that you have going on there, like that click, 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 that shit's too loud. And then I feel like the beat's too low. Like I feel like I often say this, if you're gonna send a beat to a beat critique, then you need to boost that shit. But if you're gonna send a beat to an artist, you need to send it to the artist at -6 dB so that they can record on it and so on and so forth. But you've put this on social media or on SoundCloud for people to listen to. So since you put it on SoundCloud for people to listen to, you have to have this thing at like, you know, -13 LUFS, just so that it's hitting and it's competing with everybody else's tracks on the platform. Because that's gonna have an effect. Like if you listen to a bunch of loud songs, then you listen to a song that's quieter, it's not gonna have the same impact. But things that I would fix in the mix, that guitar is hard as shit. But like that guitar and that noise that's going on right there, which that noise is fire, they're fighting for the same frequencies and they're about the same level. So one of them, the guitar needs to be a little more dominant, and I'd probably turn that sound down a little bit. I would automate it so that when you turn the guitar off, the automation kicks off and it kicks back up in volume. So then that it would take over as the dominant sound in the track again. You just need to bust out that kick, the snare, and all that stuff to a different send and parallel process the drums so that they hit a little harder. And then turn the bass up too. But again, not a bad beat. It just has some mixing issues that need to be taken care of. Not a bad beat at all. All right, up next I got Ryan Looper. It's a cover, but it's not copyright. It's all good. I don't monetize these streams because I'll get a copyright claim, so, you know, you're good. Good, bro. How are you, Nunu?
Tendencies of pathologic entity. If everything is set in stone, and this is how it's meant to be. Elementary, dear Watson, you might find yourself inside the mind of the illest of our time. Get it popping, hot rocking. I'm Freddy Krueger, I'm dropping. I turn it up to 11, the demi-gorgon of rocking. The strangest thing, I'm the boss when the danger lingers. I'm got sweet like a spoonful of sugar. Cookies are merry like popping. The double barrel is cracking. The something shaking and rocking. I'm tapping, catching, one guy is squatting. You're feeling the cracking. What's broken, picking me knocking. I pick the wood up, I'm squatting. I'm on the ridge. I'm in your hood and I'm rocking. 4, 5, 6, hit a crucifix, 6, 6, 6, slow, crucify a Catholic. Maverick, anti-hero villain, not protagonist. Words are kind of muscle when you're sucking on my massive arm. Who's the fucking illest, who's the realest, who's the baddest kid? Call the police on this beat before I damage it. A kid they call Screech on the streets, I'm a masochist. So far from range, I'm the type to kill a pacifist. Catalyst of chemical combustion, I'm the analyst of metaphors and similes and synonyms and alchemists, evangelists. Spread the words I seek like they're cancerous. Pragmatist, think before I speak, then I answer it. Pull up in the place. When I pull it, bang, I pull it, sang it, shot right into space. Music for the hooligans, rallies on the estate. Call the police, have a riot, bank of people wanna play. Hey! Reading loud, has lost all meaning how. Only OB3 in a hierarchy breeding ground. The poor get poor a while, the rich get rich in style. I'll be a heretic, killer king, take his crown. Top of the throne, top of the kingdom my own. Top of the street that I roam, top of the bones. In for Britain I shown, back like a telephone. I in like Tyson, and I cut, go twice in. Left, right in, I'm striking, like a Viking, like a python. Ready, I'm heavy, I'm Mercury, I am Freddy. So
I feel like the beat should be louder here.
ready, still getting, I am a rock star. Don't believe it or rock star. I live up in a rock star. Don't believe it or fuck your eyes. Shit. I don't feel so well. I don't feel so well. I don't feel so well. Call a medic for myself. I don't feel so hot, my brother. Aching, shaking, stop and start. Feels so wrong, hit, hanging, Kong, ace, one, like Hardy brothers. I don't feel so fresh, my bro. Things look blurry, keeping so. Head in Hong Kong, one ton on tube is what I have for brains. I know that I want to spread these pattern wings, hold them high. Vanish from the heavens, but I'm knocking on the sky. Living with depression is depressing in the sky. Never second guessing intuition, getting wide. Want to sink into the pupil of my eye. Travel to the corner of my cornea.
So I think this is pretty dope little remix. I haven't heard the original song before, so I don't have anything to really base my thoughts on or my comparison off of. Y'all aren't going to tell me that this wasn't a fire visual though. Oh, Atmos Theory, that shit was fire. I mean, as far as any kind of critiques for this, only critiques I have is there are certain parts in the beat where in the song where I feel like the track kind of fell super behind the vocals. So like around here, I feel like, and I know you're not going to change this at this point because you got 13,000 views, but it's just my thoughts.
I don't feel so well.
Right.
Call a medic for my rolls. It's a blurry speaking, so heading home.
So right here, you'll hear all of the beat is like louder than the vocals. Like the vocals are getting drowned by the beat, and then you come over here and it's the opposite. All the vocals are overpounding the melody. So it's just like little mix things, like making sure that the vocal sounds as clear all the way through the track, that there's not parts where it sounds like it's sunk into the mix, and then when you get to the next 4 bars, it's sticking out, and then when you get to the 4 bars after that, it sounds perfect. So it's just little things like automating sounds, and you know what I'm saying, just making sure your mix when you have the new instruments coming in, that it just sounds consistent all the way across, you know. But it's not a bad remix. It's not a bad track. I mean, I dig it, you know. But that would be, I mean, that's the only really critique that I have on it, you know. Not a bad track. The beat sounds dope. Yo, every time I see N1Z4R, I'm still laughing about Sunday. When I was like, how do you say your name? And what did he say? He said something. He was like, that's me right there. No shit, Sherlock. Because it says N1, or it says the N1Z4R. That shit was so funny. Nicer. Okay, there we go. See? But that, you can't tell me that shit was not funny the other day, though. That shit was funny. He was like, it's right there. And I was like, fool, I see it. All right, so I'm going to play, I got 2 super chats here from Atmos Theory. So I'm going to play his other one, and then I'm going to play RK Bot's second one because, you know, Atmos Theory sent his in first, his 2 in first. Said, one of these days you will review my song. Well, guess what, brother? It's going to be today. Oh, it's a repeat? Okay. Well, then never mind. We saw the video and the visual anyway in real life, and the visual was fire. All right, up next, we got RK Bot with Goat Goat. This must be the Michael Jordan song. Ah, y'all like what I did there, huh? That little trumpet or a little horn goes. would you make this on an MPC or SP404? I wish you would give us the other horn a little more in the beat. I like the off-tempo swing on the drums. That horn, we need more in the beat. We need that more in the beat. And then maybe go back and forth. And then like, go the higher pitched and do that for 4 bars. Yeah, Jizza could definitely kill this. Liquid Swords Jizza. The Oracle, what's good? Welcome, welcome. How you doing this evening? How you doing this evening, fam? I was just talking about y'all a minute ago. Let me see here. So with that one, I think I said all the critiques I really have for the beat. I would just like to hear that horn a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? And then like how you have it go from lower pitch to up an octave, maybe like have that one regular one go for 4 bars and then go up pitch it up an octave for the next 4 bars. And it's like shit like that will just make the beat sound completely different. It'll take it out of that repetitive stage. I like the sound selection. Again, we've said a whole lot. Like if you saying a beat should be Jizza should rap on that. Well, there you go, RK Bot. Y'all should exchange information. Zachary Gator is a pretty dope rapper. I mean, if y'all been following the stream, y'all should know who he is. That was my roommate in Denver. So you know we've done a whole bunch of music and shit together. You know, we was in a group together. So if you want somebody to rap over that beat, y'all should exchange information and he'll kill that shit. He's dope. He ain't as dope as me. He alright though. I mean, he alright. But no, y'all should change information and he'll kill that shit. I think he's sending a track too, so you'll be able to hear him here in just a second. As a matter of fact, I'll just play his track now because I can do what I want. So here is him right here.
I'm on my Randoni.
Oh,
I'm on my Randoni.
got him, bruh.
Yeah. No brain, whole thing, cocaine. Octane, highs, Cali, I'm riding that soul train. Super weak, soul 7, and salty the old days. Peace to my brethren, it stopped at the fourth stage. When they ask me if I kill it, I tell them that scene, babe. Try to spit recipes, but you hawking with no flavor. My rhyme is straight up, your flow and go both ways. I'm the OJ's face, y'all paying for more plays. Cause of so say niggas oh fade the whole place. One love to these brothers that idolize the race. And I'm talking about you running, not colors on your face. Here they think they getting down, randoni with no bass. I'm on my random music with a hand bone. Things that I was saying for and sitting with the bass. Maybe your last words is evil eyes backwards. Cypher got a master, bitch to the slaves. Give them a piece, now they flocking in the streets. Here popping like a beast when they switch to some fades. I'm on my grind, we don't got a lot of time. What I'm gonna do with mine is pump that bass. I'm on my random music with a hand bone. Things that I won't stand for, like sitting with the bass. Maybe your last words is evil eyes backwards. Cypher got a master, bitch to the slaves. Give them the piece, now they flocking in the streets. Here popping like a beast when they switch to some fades. I'm on my grind, we don't got a lot of time. What I'm gonna do with mine is pump that bass. Yeah, the bass bouncing, so we bouncing with the bass. Too concerned with money counting and spouting. No lines of hate, no doubt. I picked a route full of peace, truth in some face. When the beat boom in the place, I complete tunes with the pace to release. You from a race full of cheats, tools in disgrace, and my geese lead you to sequences speaking. Just got the way of repeating, beating the streets with the fetus. Reasons to pay, they get heated. Needless to say, when I'm keeping feelings at bay, so rock out from a block where they kept lockers and yay. Not talking college dropouts, but a master on my BA. Faster than y'all can play 16 to blast the track away. Boom back, riding on chrome with Master Ace. All my scientific A like ain't put a line away. I got the mind so you can say I write hell every time I bay. Said what I'm going to say when I'm dead like I'm gone away. Rocking tracks with a rhyme a day, but you signing up for the pay. I'm on my random music with a hand bone. Things that I won't stand for, like sitting with the bass. Maybe your last words is evil eyes backwards. Cypher got a master, bitch to the slaves. Give them the geese, now they flocking in the streets. Here popping like a beast when they switch to some fades. I'm on my grind, we don't got a lot of time. What I'm gonna do with mine is pump that bass. I'm on my random music with a hand bone. Things that I won't stand for, like sitting with the bass. Maybe your last words is evil eyes backwards. Cypher got a master, bitch to the slaves. Give them the geese, now they flocking in the streets. Here popping like a beast when they switch to some fades. I'm on my grind, we don't got a lot of time. What I'm gonna do with mine is pump that bass.
That shit's pretty fire. I don't know if, do you want to critique though? I feel like with that, Brody, if you need to bust those vocals out, so send that vocal to a bus and put reverb on it, and then send it to another bus and put a high shelf EQ on it, so those vocals pop just a little bit more and they'll sound a little more polished. But that shit's pretty fire. Got a good bounce. I feel like it's just in the mix stage versus the master stage. So once you master it, it'll pull out all the other dynamics and louden up the track and everything. But the track is fire. That's the dude. It's the dude who got me to start rapping. I would have probably never started rapping if it wasn't for this dude. He alright though. He alright. He alright. We ain't gonna let his head get too big up here tonight. It's not his beat. I think he got the beat. I think he was saying this was a. I'm assuming what he was saying was it was a Sean Price beat. So I think he just got the beat from somebody else and rapped over it. So I don't know if he can change the beat. He can't really do anything to mix that. He's an artist. He's not a producer like that. No slight, but he raps, he sings, and he performs real well. But he's not really like a producer. He's not making beats. So he wouldn't have the stems, I don't assume. I'm assuming, I don't think he'd have the stems for the track. So he wouldn't be able to remix the track down. I just know because it's my guy for real. It's like my best friend. I guess I'll give him one of these.
I do say it's the shit. If I do say so myself. If I do say so myself.
If I do say so myself. Hold up. All right, up next, we've got Easy Money on the track. Easy Money, we got Spirits. Let's go. I love how the music's all over the place tonight. Puts a smile on my face. I don't like the relationship between the kick and the 808 though, Brody. Maybe it just needs some distortion on the 808. I feel like it's just sitting too low. It sounds cleaner here though. He said, I don't know how to do that, so I'll just send it to you. So here's my thoughts on this, and this is just a me thing because obviously it's getting a lot of love in the chat, so everybody likes the bass, but this is just a me thing, so you don't necessarily have to change it. I can only give my observations, you know. When the beat gets to here, the bass sounds straight because there's not so much going on in the beat. So like it's super distinguishable. You can hear it, you can hear all the pieces going on, but I feel like here and at the end, like maybe you can automate or just make another track with the same bass and the same bass pattern and maybe throw a little distortion on there so that it sits out a little bit more in the mix, because it's like, again, this is a me thing. This isn't necessarily you have to do this. You don't, I mean, always put this disclaimer up there too. Just because I give you guys a critique doesn't mean my critique is always 100%, you know, fucking sealed in stone, or I'm not God or nothing like that. I'm just another brother out here making music too. But I feel like if maybe you automated the distortion or just made another track, it would make it more discernible in the mix. Like not here, right here is fine. But like right here, I don't know, it just the bass just isn't sitting right with me. So again, that could be a me thing. What does it say? What'd you say? Oh, well, never mind. I'll stop. I'll go ahead and I'll give you the benefit of the doubt, Easy Money, because I know you make good beats. Let me go ahead and quit. If it's not mixed all the way, then I'm the king of it's not all the way mixed, so I already get it. Don't nobody want to hear no goddamn critique on some shit that ain't all the way mixed, and you told them it's not all the way mixed. Trust me. When somebody says you could do this about a mix on a track in one of my videos, y'all see how I do. I'd be like, motherfucker, I said it wasn't mixed all the way. Right, up next we got Gary Smith, Brilliant Buzz, A Sharp Minor. Let's go. I just want to learn to mix. The mix on this needs a little bit of work. Right here, you should cut the bass out as you have a transition into this part. Cut the bass out right here, and then have the bass drop back in right here. And then that's when the bass and everything should drop back in. I do feel like there's too much reverb on everything. So on this one, Gary, I feel like the mix could use a little bit of work. I don't feel like you have the wrong pieces. One of those bells I'm just not sure about though, but I don't know if it's because it feels like all of the sounds have too much reverb on them. So it's like everything in the beats swimming in reverb. And then like all the drums are super low. So like your 808, your bass is super low. Your hi-hats are low, your clap or your snare is low, your kick is low. So all your drums need to come up. And I always say for just a bass to start your mix at, to get going, I would always put like my kick at like somewhere between 6 and 9. Generally I'll shoot for 9. I'll put my 808 somewhere in between like 8 and 11, 8 and 12 negative dBs. I'll put my snare at like 10, between 10 to 12 dB. I'll put my hi-hats between negative 11 to 12 dBs. And then I'll mix my melodic pieces accordingly. Like I'll put, you know, like my main melody is going to be like negative 18 dB, and then I'll mix everything in there appropriately between negative 18 and negative 24 dB. And typically I'll get a good sound. We make similar types of music, like genre. So, you know, if you just kind of follow those bass guidelines, I'm not saying that everything has to be a number, but if that's your starting point, you know, if your kick's sitting at like negative 9 dB, your bass is sitting at like, you know, somewhere between 10, 12, you know, that's a base start to where you can mix, and then you can turn up and you can turn down from there. But that's just a base starting point to make sure that everything is hitting through on the mix as it should. There's going to be other things that matter in the mixing process, like with the melodies, since there's so much reverb on all the melodies, nothing's really piercing through the mix like it should. It just makes the mix kind of all sound clouded, and you're not really sure what's supposed to be the focal point of the beat far melodically, if that makes sense. So I feel like you have some good melodic pieces. I feel like you have a good drum pattern. I feel like the beat isn't boring. It's not repetitive. It switches up. It does enough as far as arrangement to be solid. What's that? But that's what I would focus on. I don't know if you want to call it a scientist, but you know, you make beats all day, you make music all day. I don't even really, if you want me to be honest with you, I don't even really look at meters when I make music anymore. I don't look at, like, I mean, when I'm done, I'll like measure the shit out or whatever, but I don't really look at meters when I'm making music anymore. Your ear knows what, you know, what negative 9 dB sounds like on a sound. You make 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000 beats. You just start to know what it should sound like, and you can just appropriately mix the knob or whatever. Or like a lot of times I'll just turn it down on the channel rack as I'm going. And then, you know, I'm not always perfect. I'm not always right. So a lot of times I'll be off. And so like when I'm like going into like the mixing process, I'll be off. Or, you know, I'll be making a beat and I'll get like ear fatigue, and like I won't go back and like mix it. Like today, for instance, today I recorded something for a video that I'm going to record tomorrow. So I'm going to do a review on these wireless mics that I have. And when I made the beat initially, the beat sounded gold, and I've used the beat in a demonstration before, but I never really went back and like re-listened to the beat after I made it. I got so ear fatigued listening to that beat that I just kind of left it and then went on. Cause I don't really always go back and mix beats and stuff like that after I've used it for a video. And so today I was looking for a beat to record something on, because I didn't feel like making a beat. I just wanted to record something real quick, so I could have a vocal for the demonstration of the video. And when I was mixing I got to go back and finish mixing that. I only mixed one take. I got to mix like 3 more takes. But when I was mixing one of the takes, what I noticed was I didn't do a great job of mixing my melodies and shit in the beat, and they were just too loud and they were overpowering the vocal. And so like, I'm not perfect. That's what I'm trying to get to. I'm by no means perfect, but the more you do it, the more you'll be able to listen. If you just have a guideline to start off with, then after you make 50 beats, then it's just going to make sense. You'll always be able to mix it to whatever your mix point is, whatever you think that your mixing standards are, or wherever you think that the mixing range to make your beats sound the best are. Easy Money, thank you for the second super chat. I appreciate that. I got you up next, Brody. Dick McGuffin, I didn't even see you sneak out. There you go. Howdy. Howdy doody. Buckaroony, as Venus Theory would say. I didn't even give you guys no love today either, did I?
It feels so lovely to be here tonight. What a beautiful Give yourselves a round of applause. You're so lovely. Everyone's so lovely.
Everyone's so lovely. All right. Up next, we got, is it J3 or J? Big L's Cold World. I don't know about very good. You're throwing that word out there very loosely. Am I?
Easy money on the track.
Ice on, Minnesota, spin your block. Yeah, I'm a roller. Front line. Yeah, I'm a soldier. Pop a nigga. Coca-Cola. AR. Over the shoulders. Light him up like I'm a smoker. Beating these doors down. These 30 rounds gon' wake them like a vulture. Yeah. Chop it, get to spitting like it's foaming out the mouth. Niggas dissing on my name like he is hungry for some clout. I'm the dog up in his house. Punch that nigga wrecking route. You wouldn't snitch, Mickey Mouse. I keep that toodles for your scalp. It's a cold world, that's why 12 can yell and freeze. I just wanna get away from this shit, yeah, I just want peace. Nigga best believe this toast will go and blow him like a breeze. Dr. Evil with this paper, my 4-5, my mini-me.
Up the beam, leave a mess. I'm the virus with the tech.
Didn't we hear this on Sunday?
When I'm right, you go left. Folk God, I'm a step. Leave you speechless. Take a breath. Gun so big, pick it up like a bus. Need some help. Glock with a switch, leave a well. He a snitch, he gon' tell. Knock him out, seeing stars, leaving crying in the car. Not a rapper, he need a bar. Took 4 shots, under par. 6 figures, I'm living large. Like Nola, we in charge. Cold world, break a sheet, lullaby. He CNZ, from the high. We reppin' bees, major ties. Thanks to me, I'm the man. You hella fake, I'm Tony Great. You niggas snake, smoking loud. He levitate, I'm the church. Collect them slate.
Go get the switch. Ass whooping, Earl out, whoopee cushion. Broad day, don't care who looking. Chains on, central book.
Was this on there before?
Monkey bars, headshot, free of charge. Leave them floating like a barge. Be prepared, Uncle Scar. I've been on the grind, getting money. What a nigga doing? Keep fire on the hip. Strike a bitch, here go the lighter fluid. Nigga got gangsters with me. If you want smoke, I supply the hookah. Long range step, Curry shooting like a hooper. Okay. Cold world, Ice Age, shades on, Johnny Cage. Beat a nigga, streets of rage. Punch the clock, getting paid. Like Plies, I'm hot as me. Hard hitter, Ed Reed. These nigga hate my pet peeve. George Floyd, don't let him breathe, nigga.
Nigga, you can't say that. You can't say that. No, oh, man, that's brutal. Yo, that takes me back to my old days, like when I was old, you know, or young, I guess, because I'm old now. And like when you used to rap and you used to just say whatever the fuck you wanted to say, you didn't care if it offended anybody. It took me back to like when I was 20, 21, 22, because we would say some wild ass shit because it was socially acceptable to say whatever the fuck you wanted to when you were rapping. You know what I'm saying? But not a bad track. I like that last verse that you added on there. I mean, I've already given a critique on this. I think I like your son rapping like this more than I like the other track. I didn't mind the other track, but I don't want to rehash that. I don't want to be, I'm not trying to be negative. But I like this better than the other track. But again, that's kind of the kind of music that I would listen to. You know what I'm saying? That last motherfucking verse was fire as fuck. That was a good add-on to this track too. It definitely went with the flow. Shades on, Johnny Cage. Definitely a good track. You always bring it though. You always bring it. I feel like, did you do something with the mix? Because I feel like the mix sounds a little cleaner too. Maybe it's just I haven't listened to it in a few days, so I could be wrong. Ooh, I'll give you one of these.
I do say it's the shit. If I do say so myself. If I do say so myself. If I do say so myself.
Hold up. Yeah, I could tell it sounds a little bit cleaner. I can't necessarily give you the same critiques that I can't go versus the critique I said the other day because I don't remember exactly what I said, but I do feel like it does sound a little more polished. It wasn't gonna insult a battle emerging. All right, up next we got Old Man Banter. This isn't done, but I've been working on it on the side. Yo, let me tell y'all something real quick. So, I got that take 5, right? That sequential take 5. And I love that shit to death, dude. That shit might be, I don't want to jump the gun yet because I've only had it for a couple weeks. Might be my new favorite synthesizer. I think it might have moved the Hydrasynth over to number 2 on my synthesizer top list that I have, you know. I made because I've been waiting to make a beat. Like typically I'll get some gear or plugin or something and I'll make a beat with it right away. But I wanted to go the route of testing it out and learning it and doing a bunch of stuff and reading up on it and shit like that. And so I just waited like a week and a half or so before I decided to make a beat. I made a couple beats with that thing. And the first beat that I made was a synthwave beat, Atmosphere. That's right. The first beat I made was a synthwave beat. And then I went and got my pedal directly after that synthwave beat and I made a lo-fi beat with it. So I made a pretty, I don't want to say either one of the beats are hard, but I'm going to use them in the demonstration. It's just like the first stuff that I made. I'm probably going to make like 4 or 5 different beats for that demonstration. It's pretty dope. I always like making beats and not using like the keyboard or penciling notes in, because I'm not like this great key player or nothing like that by no means, but it always makes you feel good. It always makes you feel good when you can make a beat with your hands, you know what I'm saying? Like I recorded everything into the DAW, but it just makes you feel good when you don't have to pencil stuff in and you can make it work, even though you're not the greatest, you know, keyboard player, or you're not the greatest this, but you just made enough music to where you know you could fucking put some shit together and all the beats sound like I made them. So, you know, definitely Spitzmauer is doing that the other night. What does it say? We should have a group synth off? Like, you mean like a group synth battle, or a group like synth, who has what synths, you know what I'm saying? And we judge who has the best synths. Yo, if you have synthesizers or if you have any like outboard gear or hardware gear, put it in the chat. I want to see what you guys got. Up next, we got Old Man Banta. Like I said, this isn't done, so I'm not going to go hard on the critique. Oh, yeah. Hey, hold up. This sounds smooth. This sounds like something I'd make. I'm not saying you're copying me or nothing, but this sounds like the kind of beat I'd make. Oh yeah, send this to Bam. This shit is smooth as hell. It sounded like a beat that I would have made until that synthesizer came in and it went ham. That you know what? I just thought about something. I gotta find a beat. Oh, I'll never find that beat. We did a stream. I don't know. It might have been. I don't know if it was the 200 stream. You remember when we did that stream and I streamed all day and we made like 7 or 8 beats, and I streamed for like, shit, I might have streamed for like 20 hours that day. There was a beat, some dude sent in something on a collab, and the synthesizer on that beat was so fucking hard. It just made the beat everything. I gotta find that beat. But what's up, Stephen Parker? I'm good. But this is a fire beat. I'm not gonna go in. The mix sounds straight, especially for a rough mix. I love that synthesizer. When that synthesizer comes in, the beat is everything. Obviously, I like the beat because I said it sounds like something I'd make, like, you know, as you're up here on the start part. Like, this sounds like something I'd straight make. But then you get into this crazy shit. That shit goes hard. That shit goes hard, dude.
I do say it's the shit. If I do say so myself. If I do say so myself. If I do say so myself.
Hold up. Yeah, it's super groovy, man. Somebody could definitely sing on that and get their groove on. Fire beat. Yo, but here's the thing about that. If you send them stems, they can always mix it in. So if you send the stems to the artist, especially if it's like somebody like Bam knows how to make beats and arrange stuff. So if there's a sound in there that he needs to turn down or take out or something and change it, he could do that. And like me as like a producer, if I send something to an artist and they want to change the arrangement a little bit, I don't really get in my feelings. I'm just like, whatever, just make sure the shit's tight, you know? Like don't fuck my beat up, you know? But if they want to take out a noise or whatever, because it's going to be better for them to mix their vocals in or whatever, or they want to add it in again another place or do something, I'll just give them the stems. And if they know what they're doing, they're going to make the beat sound dope. It's still my beat, you know? So, hey, what's up, Chris? So I wouldn't worry about that too much. I would just finish it, mix it to the best of your ability, and always send it to an artist. Because if an artist likes it and stuff and they can get on it, they'll kill it. Up next, I got Brightish. So right here, I feel like all the sounds are fighting with each other. I just want you to know what part I'm talking about. Everywhere where it's like this, all the parts are fighting with each other. So the beat and the arrangement's dope. The groove on the beat is dope. I just feel like in the mix, like a lot of the instruments are fighting with each other. So like since the guitar obviously is going to be the main instrument in the beat, I feel like there's just parts where like you have like all the other synth sounds, they're so far sunk down into the mix. I feel like you just need to do some automation of some sounds. So like since you have a lot going on, when you start bringing in other sounds, just automate the volume of the guitar down a little bit so the other instruments can kind of, they can have their space in the mix and stuff, and their place in the mix too. Because it's like, let's say this right here is your stereo field. The guitar is taking up all that shit. And so like the synth is just peeking its head up. It's trying to get its head up over here. The other synth is trying to get its head up over here. They're trying to like let a motherfucker see them, but can't nobody see them because like the guitar is just like taking up everything. So I would just fix some of those mix issues. Just make room for some other instruments so that everything else so the mix sounds cohesive. But the arrangement's fire, the groove's fire, up tempo, just like you always say, Need for Speed type shit, Speed Racer or Ridge Racer or whatever type beat. You know what I'm saying? Definitely. You can send an MP3, but I'm gonna be honest, I'm probably only gonna listen to a couple more tracks. Just because I got some shit to do. I gotta go upstairs and go mix my own music. Or video I gotta shoot tomorrow. But I gotta edit a song tonight so that tomorrow afternoon I can like make the video so I can like get up. And I'm not really like a morning person, so I can't really get up in the morning and do a whole lot. I can edit videos, but like I'm just not a morning person. I can't get up and like really edit music the best, or I can't really get up in the morning and like do videos because I'm super grumpy and grouchy. I'm not a morning person. And so but probably I get up at like 7 or 8, so like around 10 or 11 I want to get this video shot and done because I want to get to working on Friday's video tomorrow, because I got family coming into town Saturday. So Friday's video for Saturday, I want to try to get that basically done. And I also want to get a video done for Sunday. Damn you motherfuckers. Y'all was like, fuck this. We sending it in super chat. You gonna listen to our shit. We don't give a fuck what you talking about. Oh, y'all motherfuckers are hilarious. Like, fuck that. Nigga, you gonna listen to my shit. I don't care what you talking about. All right. So up next, I got Easy Money on a super chat. I got Dick McGuffin on a super chat. I got Chris as well. So I'm gonna go ahead and play Chris's first because you guys already know that Chris gets a super chat every time he pops in here because he paid for my trip to NAMM last year. Just got vocals, rough unmixed. Let's go. I mean, you can send whatever kind of track. You just heard the last track was definitely not hip hop, so.
You know what it is. SOLPOWA. You know it don't stop. You know it don't quit. Me and my crew's been on the red bit. You know it don't stop. You know it don't quit. Me and my crew's been on the red bit. You know it don't stop. You know it don't quit. You know it don't stop. You know it don't quit. You know it don't stop. You know it don't quit. You know it don't stop. You know it don't quit. Last stand, open range, rap, sharpshooter, harpooner, hardest soldier, power, Jedi, stormtrooper, Lex Luger, Superman, kryptonite user, maneuvers in my Land Cruiser, alcohol abuser, praying God.
Who's this rapping?
Swerving through the lanes, yellow brick road, scarecrow, looking for some brains, living life at light speed, no slowing down, blaze a pound like we get Jamaican now with the style. You now rocking with a shunt, individual power, cause I'm in control, soul, cause I got the glow. Put you in the hospital.
This dude's hard. He's hard as shit.
Speak only what you know. Keep your eyes open and your ears to the streets, cause the streets don't sleep and the beef won't cease. People want what you got, might take what you get. Try to take mine. Get that wig split it go. You know it don't stop. You know it don't quit. Me and my crew's been on the rip it. You know it don't stop. You know it don't quit. Me and my crew's been on the rip it. You know it don't stop. You know it don't quit. You know it don't stop.
It's that Charlie Tuna vibes.
You know it don't quit. You know it don't stop. You know it don't quit. Like Michael Jackson, I leave MCs sedated. Like raindrops in the sun, I think your style evaporated. MCs be on that fakeness, so power the most flagrant. I be getting higher than aliens in a spaceship. Them raps is tasteless. You need more practice and more patience. Taking pills, turning MCs into mental cases. I heard them raps, they hella basic. I wouldn't subscribe even on a trial basis. Hope you got yourself a gun like Tony Soprano. Running over your team like a pack of rhino. Storm through and trample like a James Brown sample. Don't make me go Roman candle, put your head on the mantle. You know it don't stop. You know it don't quit. Me and my crew's been on the red. You know it don't stop. You know it don't quit. Me and my crew's been on the red bed. You know it don't stop. You know it don't quit. You know it don't stop. You know it don't quit. You know it don't stop. You know it don't quit. You know it don't stop. You know it don't quit.
Nah, I don't think the melody was off beat. Let me listen again. I think everything sounded like it was in there. I think everything fit in the pocket.
Your ears to the streets, cause the streets don't sleep and the beef won't cease. People want what you got, might take what you get, try to take mine. Get that wig split it go. You know it don't stop, you know it don't quit. Me and my crew.
No, I think everything's on beat. I think everything's in time. I feel like it gives me that Charlie Tuna vibe. You know what I'm saying? What was that niggas? What was the name of the group what was the name of the group that Charlie Tuna was in? We used to listen to that shit all the time. I just don't remember what the name of the group was. What the hell was Charlie Tuna's group's name? That's what the vibes this beat gives me. Jurassic Vibe, yeah, this gives me some Jurassic Vibes beats. Vibe, you know what I'm saying? I feel like this shit was hard. This is probably my favorite song that you sent over that you worked on with somebody. Like I feel like I like the groove of the beat. I like the rapper. I thought the rapper was nice. It's like that's my speed right there. I'm old school. I like that old school boom bap shit. I'm always gonna get off on that, especially if they're rapping and they got some bars. I thought it was pretty solid. I think the mix was clean. I think the vocals were nice. Definitely thought the vocals were mixed well in this one.
Alcohol abuser, praying God watching over me, swerving through the lanes, yellow brick road, scarecrow, looking for some brains, living life at light speed.
Maybe you could turn them down just a little bit, not very much, maybe like 1/4 of a dB or something. But other than that, I think it's a fire song. Boom Bap album coming soon. I can't wait to hear that. I can't believe I forgot that he was in Jurassic 5. I need to get my life together, and I call myself a hip hop head. All right, up next I got Dick McGuffin on his super chat, and then Easy Money on the track. I'm not sure if that's the way y'all sent them in, but that's the way it's telling me on my screen. Watch Chiptune on YouTube. We sure will, buddy. Dick McGuffin, you got 2.3 thousand subscribers? That's what's up. That's what's up. I wish those chords were a little louder. Hey. Y'all never told me what kind of synths that y'all had in the chat. What kind of hardware gear y'all got? Guitars, synths, all that stuff. I want to know. We're gonna talk about that for a couple minutes. I like the visual. I do just wish those chords were a little louder. I mean, if it's not loud enough, why don't you just send it to another insert? You know what I'm saying? Send it to another insert, or just turn that bitch up. You know what I'm saying? Like turn that shit up in the DAW. You know what I'm saying? Send that shit to another insert. And if it's not loud enough, send that shit to a third insert. You know what I'm saying? Just keep sending it to inserts. It'll get that shit louder. That's for sure. A matriarch's fire, but the groove on that shit was fire though. I like the bass that you used. I like the bounce that you use. Definitely just a good feel good vibe. My only critique, my boy, would be just to keep busting that shit out until you can get the volume a little bit louder. That's a simple solution. Oh, do I? Motherfuckers. Can't say no. Yep, I got two. Oh, no. This one was sent on the 29th. I don't know what the fuck I got to do here. I go and do something. All right, Tone, 11:25. 7 minutes ago. Tone sent one first. So I'm sorry, Easy Money on the track, but Tone sent his first. Tone times Mar times Rye collab. This is some Tron shit. Anybody wants to collab, hit up Tone Montana. It sounds like an Easy Money intro to the beat though. You can tell it's Tone by the drums though. Yeah, Sonny Brasco, you can send it to the Cash App. I would just say turn a little bit of those textural sounds up a little bit. He did it again. Jesus. Jesus.
I do say it's the shit. If I do say so myself. If I do say so myself. If I do say so myself.
That shit was gas. I mean, what do you want me to say, bro? That beat was fire. I mean, the only critiques I have from like what I would like to see is like some of these textural pieces you could just turn up a little bit and then maybe turn the snare down here. I mean, that's it. That's all I got. This shit gets super fire. It's kind of like that other beat you sent in maybe last weekend or the week before where it had that super fire drop and the switch up. It was fucking nice. Like that. That noise you could probably maybe turn up just a little bit. Like right here, that noise that follows that whatever comes after that, that could probably be turned up just a bit because that's your melody. But I'm not trying to go too hard because the beat's hard. It's just I would just probably turn that up because that's your melodic piece for the beat. So, you know what I'm saying? It just cuts to the mix a little bit more. But yeah, man, that shit was dope. I was not expecting the drop. You fooled me twice, shame on me, I guess, right? Or fool me once, shame on whatever. You know the phrase. How did George Bush say it? There's an old phrase in Texas. Fool me once, shame on me. Fool me twice. Well, you can't fool me twice. He fucked that shit up just like I did. All right, up next, I got Easy Money on the track. I guess this is the last track? It's the last track. Sinatra, baby. 137. Let's go. Hey. Easy, I feel like I might have heard this before. Easy Money. We're gonna talk about that matriarch in a second. This shit's hard as fucking nails. Man, that shit was hard as shit. I've heard that beat before though, Easy Money. I don't know if you like touched it up a little bit more. It does sound super polished. But that shit is hard. Super fire track. Super fire track. There you go. How about this? I'll just send it to him right now. Boom. There you go. He's got it. Yeah, he's got it. Yeah, I think like I was saying earlier, I'm doing another video with Temu at the end of the month. I don't care what y'all say. I don't, like I said in I think the last live stream, some people were hating and they were like, you sold out. And I'm like, well, I talk about all kinds of budget and cheap ass shit on my channel that can help out musicians. You motherfuckers draw the line at Temu, like y'all mad because I'm like, hey, you can't afford a microphone. Here's a damn fucking $5 microphone that you can grab. You need a microphone that you can perform with. Like it's a Replica's SM58 that's $17. You're mad that I'm like, let me get all these microphones so I can test them out and people can be the judge for themselves. I thought that shit was wild in the comment section. I was like, y'all motherfuckers is crazy. I don't give a fuck though. So like I'm getting a bunch of instruments. So like I was saying earlier in the stream, I'm getting like one of those ocarinas, I'm getting a fucking little harp. It's not that big. It's only like this big, but it's a fucking harp. I'm gonna be playing that shit. I got a bunch of percussive instruments. That's what I really wanted, was like a whole bunch of like percussive instruments so that like I could be playing, get a digital. I already ordered the stuff. I got like some kind of hand drum, and then I got like a gyro, like a wood gyro. I got like some shakers, some maracas. I got like the little finger cymbals and shit. I got what the fuck else did I get? I got a tambourine. I got I got like 12 instruments. I would have got more, but the harp was like 50. You know what I'm saying? And like they only gave me $140 to spend. So I couldn't get, I wanted that fucking harp. I wanted a different harp, but that one was like 67, and I was like, maybe next time. But I'm definitely about to be because I was really just buying the bicarb. But I came up on, what else did I come up on? I came up on, I got a little steel tongue drum, but it's only a hand size one, so I'm not really sure how good it's gonna sound. I got a triangle. I mean, I was just getting shit, man. I was just getting random instruments, man. I was like, shit, I can use all these things on a regular. Like I can make regular content, like cook-ups now, like when I'm using like my synths and shit, like, or when I move anyway, I can have like everything set up to where like I can just have the synth set up, and then I'll be able to record the instruments in and shit. I'll be able to use my own shaker and shit. Cause part of where I struggle with like making beats is I struggle with like doing percussion and penciling percussion in on like the computer. But if I had some shit and I could do the rhythms, I would be good because I could do the rhythms. I could record the rhythms in. And so now that I'm gonna have just like a whole bunch of different, I got a wood block. I mean, I got all the randoms, all the random stuff. But do you guys? That shit was funny. I meant to put that in my news report the other day too. Hey yo, we're not doing that. Don't get me started because I'm the one with the microphone. You don't want me to get going on your mama. You want me to get going on Miss Donna V. But if the stuff sounds good and I can like process the sounds well, y'all want a percussion like little drum kit or something? Like maybe I'll make like a little drum kit where I do like, I'll make some percussion and then I'll make some loops and then I'll do like, I'll even process everything and then I'll make like a whole bunch of shit. I'll make it like an expansive pack to where it's like I'll even use like software. Then I'll mix it all up in there and I'll just do some shit. I don't know if it's gonna be free. It might charge like $5 or $10 just because it's gonna take a lot of time and effort. Or maybe I'll give it to y'all for free. I don't know. I don't have the answers yet. But we'll see. Yeah, I was thinking about putting some life on it and stuff too. I think that XLN Life is fire. I've seen some people talk shit about it, or just say it's just okay or whatever. But like, I can't stress enough. Like, I've used that shit on like almost every beat I've made since I bought it. Okay, I didn't buy it. After I did my review, they sent it to me, but it wasn't a sponsored video. So I may or may not have Life, and I may or may not have XO now because of that video. But that's neither here nor there. I think that plugin's fire. That's one of my top plugins of the year. I don't care what nobody says. Like, that's just my honest opinion. I mess with plugins every day. I mess with it every day. It is pricey, I will give you that. The thing that sucks about it too is that since it is XLN, all their stuff is pretty pricey. And so like their stuff only really goes on sale like twice a year. Like they'll normally have a good summer sale where they'll offer, you know, RC20 for like 40% off or something like that. And then they'll have the Christmas sale where they offer for 40 to 50% off. And then they'll put XO on sale a few times a year though. But I don't know what they're going to do with Life because it's new. So it's probably like next year it'll probably go on sale. but it might only go on sale for like 40% off and 40% off because they'll charge the 150. That's one thing about XLN. They're gonna charge what they're not gonna give you no intro price, and then the shit stay the intro price forever. They're gonna give you an intro price. You got a couple months to get that shit at the intro price, and then that shit is gonna be full price forever. So what 40% of 150 is gonna be like 70 off. So it'll probably be like 80 bucks or something for Christmas next year. So I mean, if you want it, you know, it's just one of those things that it'll be 190. So if you want it, you know, you just got to go get it. This plugin right here. And then like when I saw people saying that this shit was just mid and that they couldn't get it to work, and I did this shit with it, I was like, man, you motherfuckers, what's your creativeness like? Like I'm not trying to knock anybody, but this shit right here. And then the fact that you can record stuff in your phone and easily just send it over to your computer is fire.
On the two bus is I start.
Welcome back to the channel. It's your guy.
Hey, Ab's back. That's good to see. Y'all can't even see. Oh, y'all can't see shit. Ab's been MIA for a little bit. He's streaming right now. It's good to see him back on the platform. I hate when people disappear for like a week or two. You know, you wonder about them, wonder where they're at.
Something.
But this plugin right here, like basically it just gives you different grooves and rhythms.
All right, guys, so that's the little sample beat that I cooked up for you guys today. Let's go ahead and hop back into it. It's just basically me dragging my feet. And then again, once we push like.
So it took this, which is just me walking.
It's just basically me dragging my feet. And then again, once we push play, it sounded like this.
So it just gave it a little bit of a groove. And then this is what it sounded like in the demo beat.
Let's go.
And then I use it right here too. But what I thought was crazy, because everything I put it on, it always sounds good, like almost right away. But then when I recorded on my phone, this is the shit I recorded on my phone. And I got this shit to work in a beat, which I thought was absolutely insane.
That,
because
done.
All this was done in real time. So this wasn't like, I didn't like do any cuts here. There's no cuts or anything here. This is everything going right from my phone into the thing.
We could take our phone, and then as we see here, I've got the app pulled up. So if I just hit this record button down here,
with some sauce. All right, so I took that.
Go ahead and we'll save that.
I took that weak ass shit.
Now, once we put done here, we can come, and save. Make sure you save it. And then once we come over here, boom, it just automatically loaded up in there just like that. So now we have to download the file. We've downloaded the file, and now it's already in the computer. No pausing, no edits, nothing.
I'm gonna check it out.
All right, so now we can load that up real quick. We'll hit randomize, and we'll see what it sounds like. I feel like a big kid with this one right here.
You know what I'm saying?
About to scoop this. But we can hit randomize again and get it to sound different. You're not going to tell me that's not dope. And then what I didn't show you guys earlier is you can come over here to the edit, and you have some more effects that you can mess with down here at the bottom. So you can throw on like crunch and stuff on the master.
Right. And then I throw this shit into a beat.
Now remember what I had in there earlier. You probably don't remember what it sounded like in that house beat, but I'm just going to push play. And now we have this weird melody in there, but we could use this too. I don't care what nobody says. That shit is hard. That's a very solid plugin. Like, I don't care what nobody says. That shit is dope. Like, there's nothing else that's going to be able to get those results as quick as I got those results. There's no other plugin out there that can get those results as quick as you can get those results. Like, y'all literally saw it in the video in real time, and I explained some shit. So in like, really like 1 minute, I would have been able to record something into my phone, randomize it a couple of times, and then get that result. Micro? I don't know what that is. It's a free synth. That's old school too. Check that out. Elastic plugin. Elastic 3. Damn, that shit's old school too. He wasn't lying. That is old school. But yeah, man, I feel like that plugin is definitely dope. I know a lot of people were complaining about the terms and conditions or whatever, but it's like, man, you got terms and conditions and all kinds of shit. Like how they can listen to your TV or your iPhone or your Samsung or your MacBook or your computers and shit. Like, you got all kinds of shit in your terms and agreement that are just similar to that shit. I don't know why it was the biggest fuss in the world, you know? You think they're gonna go into every single computer, and it's just, that's more work than that. The company isn't that big. They don't have enough people in order to fucking watch everybody in tinfoil hat philosophy and theory and shit, you know? There's just not enough people in the company to do that. But you said you want to get a matriarch, huh? What's a matriarch cost? Like $2,000? Yeah, about $2,000. You get a used one though for 14. Yeah, you know, my only thing, I know this is gonna sound like some straight bougie ass uppity shit that shouldn't matter when it comes to music. I don't like the way that these synthesizers look. I don't like the way that the matriarch and the grandmother look. I don't like the colorway, man. I couldn't get the shit because I don't like the way the shit looks. I just don't like the way it looks. Which I know is the most unimportant thing when it comes to these synths, especially a Moog, because they sound phenomenal. But I can't get jiggy with this shit. I just can't get jiggy with this shit. I mean, I guess now that I'm looking at it again, though, it kind of doesn't look that bad because they look like pedals on a pedal board, but I just can't get jiggy with this shit. But I know they're fire. And they're semi-modular. That's probably what I should try to think about getting next, is something that's modular, but I don't know if I'm ever going to be Oh, did you get the Pro 3 back? I thought you said you got rid of the Pro 3. Polyboot is fire. This is one I want too. I definitely want a Polyboot. This was the first synthesizer I wanted, was a Polyboot. This was just the first synth that I wanted, but I didn't have $2,500 to buy a fucking synthesizer. And then Destructo ended up getting me the Hydrasynth and the Micro Freak, and so I mean that was the second synth I wanted. I didn't really know what I was looking for when I first got a synthesizer. So I am glad. I think if I was to do it all over again, I would probably still get a Hydrasynth first, because I absolutely love that synthesizer. I love it, but I didn't know what the fuck I was doing when I was deciding on the first synth. I didn't know what the fuck I was doing at all. So I don't know. But like when I got the Yamaha, I knew what I needed and I knew what I wanted with that one. I love that one. And then I fucking love the Take 5. I think that Pro Q is sexy. I think those newer sequential synths are sexy. I think that they're sexier than the old ones. I'm not saying that they're better or worse, but I think in my personal opinion, I feel like the Pro Q3 is so fucking sexy. But like I feel like compared to I just don't I mean I know I like this. I just like the way that this Take 5 looks. Like I love this fucking synth. Like this bitch is sexy as fuck to me. I'm glad I got this. I love it. It's so damn sexy to me. But the Pro 3 looks like this too, or this looks like the Pro 3. Oh, do they not have any Pro 3s right now? Yeah, this thing is sexy as fuck. Look at this thing. This thing's beautiful too. They look similar, but I like the way that these look more than I like the way that like the Prophet 5 looks. And the Prophet 5 was my desert island synth before I got a synth. So this was the synthesizer I always dreamed about getting and always wanted. And then I played one and it was cool. It was cool. I can't even hold you, man. I played one and it was cool. I was like, oh, this thing's fire. But now that I have a Take 5, I don't know if I necessarily even want a Prophet 5 anymore. I think I would be more content with just getting this Pro 3 because the Take 5 kind of has a lot of the same sounds as the Prophet 5. But I just don't like the way that these look. I don't know. I'm just not I was a fan of the wood grain until I got synths without wood grain. Now that I have synths without wood grain, I'm just not a big fan. Oh, did you send it? I didn't see it when I looked. Yeah, I got you. It's the last track, and then I'm gonna actually sign off too after this. I didn't see it when I checked earlier. It wasn't there. Oh, you sent that shit hella late. That's good. You sent like 15 minutes afterwards or so. Come on, let's go. No hate or no negatives there. I got you though.
I ain't saying shit perfect, maybe some do deserve it. But how we gonna learn the legacy if the elders be nervous? Talk to me. Just to be a code to the streets. Handle your biz and be discreet. Been down in post so everybody see. Damn, everybody strapped, now everybody G's high. Shit, but where's the love?
I don't know if I think the 808 is out of tune in certain parts.
Letting go of the bondage, mayhem and carnage.
Did you make the beat on this too? So on this one, I feel like the beat needs a little bit of work. I don't think that the verse is bad, and I don't think that the verse mix was that bad. But I feel like the beat could have used, like, since it was like the same vocal chops, you know, that kind of went through, and then it was like the same drum pattern. The drum pattern didn't switch up very much. The beat kind of got repetitive. So like you could do things like switch up the octaves of the bass. So that makes the bass line a little more entertaining. You could have done more stuff where you were letting the drums breathe a little bit more, or changed up the drum pattern. And then I probably would have tried to find another instrument to fit in there, because it felt like it was just vocal chops and like a couple of stabs. Am I wrong? Am I wrong?
I'm a catalyst for getting lit, but lately I've been chilling on the low though. All this killing, this murdering from me's a no-go. I ain't saying shit perfect, maybe some do deserve it. But how we gonna learn the legacy if the elders be nervous?
Yeah, it's just those stabs and the vocal chops. So I would like to hear like another melody or something on top of that, on top of the vocals. So I would like to hear like an actual sample, and then the oohs go cut on top of that, and it would make the beat more entertaining. Yeah, it was Hudson, but he sent me a super chat probably about 20 minutes ago, and I missed it. So I had to make sure I honored that and played the track. But I think the rapper's straight. I just think that the beat needs a little bit of work. MPC 2000. Dub, Zach Grader's got an MPC 2000. You see it in my video, I think. Or my intros to the news. All right, guys, that's what I got for you. I got to go upstairs and mix this track down so I can use it in demonstration. I got to record tomorrow. No video tomorrow. There is, I'm not sure if I'm going to stream on Sunday or not. Actually, I don't know. I have family coming into town Saturday, so I'll probably stream, but I'm not sure if it's going to be during the day or the nighttime. I don't have any idea, so I don't know. I don't have the answers. I'll probably stream because I always stream. So if I don't stream during the daytime, if we're not home, or if I'm not home, then I'll stream when I get home. If I'm home all day, I'll just find the hour or whatever to come stream. It's just not going to be during the Cowboys game, but I think the Cowboys play at 4:30. So if I stream and if I'm at home, it'll be at the same time I always stream. I'm sorry, I'm looking to see what time the game is real quick. I can let y'all know. They play at 4:25, so I'm either going to stream at like 2 like normal, or I'll stream at night like this time. So that's what I got for y'all, man. I appreciate y'all. I'll have a video out on Friday and Saturday and maybe Sunday too. But y'all have a good night, and I'll see